Saturday in the shop. We got Jim here working on the mill. Billy and I slugfesting through some drums.
Yep.
I got the Bollywood snare I'm sanding back, the outside and the inside. Once you get that orange finish off, it's actually pretty cool. And I know we've been making some jokes about this thing, but we're just wisecracking. My first stave was a total shit show. Billy's still working on this split veneer. Looks like he's chasing a few more. This is never ending. Look at this. .80 grit, 120 grit, 220 grit. Looks like the builder was chasing some voids on the outside. I'm not going to take this much further because we're going to wrap it anyways. I did sand out all the tooling marks on the inside and flatten that out. We are going to leave this. I didn't believe it was teak until now. Still need edges. Going to wait until we have a batch of edges to do. And still need lug spacers at some point.
Whoop. I think that's it, folks. Yeah, you're gonna have to blow that hole out. You know the Venturi effect?
So yesterday was the inside lamination with yoga balls. Today is the outside lamination of a veneer, which is done with offcuts from 17-inch hoop stocks as clamps, lined with tape on the inside so the glue doesn't stick. So glue on the outside edge of the hoop, veneer, throw the clamp with the tape, and then throw the band clamp around it.
Yeah, and then I put a bunch of F-clamps around it. I used to just use veneer clamps, or just use a band clamp, but the edges of the veneer will sometimes lift, and it's such a pain in the ass to fix after the fact. So as much as it kind of sucks to put like 1,000 clamps on this thing, it's a pain in the ass, but then at least I know that when I take the thing out of the mold, it's gonna be right, like every time.
Have you tried 2 band clamps and or have you tried spring clips?
Yeah, spring clamps might do it, actually. I was thinking about that when I was doing this for that last batch of drums for Steve Weiss. This may be overkill. Like, I could probably get away with just using the spring clamps. It needs something, like the band clamp's not enough. I mean, you can even see, like looking under here, you can see where, you know, that seam would be trouble if I didn't reinforce it.
So Jim over there is modifying the mill to accept DROs. You gonna upload them as some mills only forum?
Yeah,
Mills only.
this gives machinists a real hard on.
Jim has left us, but we're 3 deep in hoops, working on number 4.
Yep. Boom. Nailed it.
We need lug spacers for the Bollywood snare, so Bill took a picture of the lug, emailed it to himself, imported it into Inkscape. He's going to trace it, tweaking back and forth to the laser until we get what we like, and we'll be good to go. Little trial and error using cardboard from drumhead boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4, she goes. This is 1/8 inch, and if we find that we need it to be closer to 5/16, we'll just run some poplar stock through the drum sander and then cut it out on the laser. We won't know exactly what we need till we get the wrap on and see what the lug splay is, but at least we got this done. Wasn't a home run day. Jim got some work done on the mill. I got that Bollywood snare sanded back. We got the lug spacers made. 4 of these hoops got veneer on the outside. Waiting on more material to do the inside laminations on those. Bill chased this snare a little more, gluing down some spots. We're kind of waiting on some inventory to show up. Some days just aren't as
Yeah,
fast-paced.
It was a little bit of a struggle. But, you know, I'm glad that we're moving on these hoops and this drumline project. You know, yeah, that's going to be slow going anyway because we just don't have enough clamps to do a whole bunch at once.
Woofer snare did get picked up and the Steve Weiss drum's ready to go, so that's a win.
Getting the, you know, guts trimmed and made sure everything was tuned and ready to go on those, so that's good. So those can go out. And, yeah, I don't know. We're getting there.
We gotta spend tomorrow cuddling anyway because it's Valentine's Day.
You know that's right.